Hello, what is up guys? Evil Duosarm here today, back with another Black Desert video. In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at the only video series that anybody tunes into on my channel anymore, and that is the events overview for the most recent patch to Black Desert, which in this case happens to be November 18th of 2020. So there are a ton of new event patches and system changes here that came with this most recent update, and I want to get through them all as quickly as possible. We got new graduation stuff, new graduation information, events, all sorts of crap about graduation, a couple of cool events that have some really awesome rewards. So yeah, got a lot to get through. We'll try to get through it as quickly as possible. Real quick though, before we get into it, if you're new to the channel, new to Black Desert, or you've been watching the videos on the channel, and you still haven't subscribed yet, please consider it. Helps to grow my channel, and you'll stay up to date when new content like this does come out. Without further ado, let's get into it, and let's take a look at the first major change, patch, event, whatever you want to call it, that came to the game with this update, the Take a Chance Arcana thing. So if you wanted to play Yu-Gi-Oh! And add more RNG to your minigame of Black Spirits Adventure, you're going to love this system. And let's just go ahead and show you this in the game instead. If you click on the Black Spirits Adventure, which should be somewhere over here on your screen if you've used it before, if you've never used it before, it's under the Reward tab, Black Spirits Adventure. You're going to get the Black Spirits Adventure little window here. Every 30 minutes, you can claim some dice, you can roll the dice, and you move around the board and pick up some free crap. So if you're not taking advantage of this, literally every 30 minutes you're on, log in and do this. But there's now a new slot called a random card slot that's available in the first little path here. When you land on this slot, you're going to get a random card. This card goes to the Arcana storage location. There are a ton of different cards that have been added to this, and I'm going to link this in the description below if you want to read through it. But basically, they give you different modifiers or different abilities you can cast on your dice or following your dice throws to give you different bonuses or help you to complete the boards. And as you know, completing the boards gives you tons of cool rewards based on how many times you've completed it, so you definitely want to try and complete it as often as possible. So I'm not going to go through and read all of these different skills of all of these different cards because that would be like 45 minutes of reading because I can't read and I'll stutter through all these words. But this is linked in the description below. Basically, just read whatever cards you get, they're random, and see if you can use them to advance your way through the Black Spirits Adventure easier. Also, in addition to this, there's an update to the Loyal Bonus Attendance Rewards, so these are also on that same Reward tab. So once again, Reward from our Escape menu, Attendance Reward here. You'll see that you have a new board of Loyal Attendance Rewards. They're pretty much the same things that have always been there. Now, the second thing we're going to talk about is the much anticipated item copy ability here in Black Desert. So for those of you that haven't heard of this before, basically it's going to allow you to use your tagged character, which I have a video on the character tagging system if you've never taken advantage of it before. But it lets you take your tagged character and transfer all of your gear from your main character over to that tagged character, so you can continue grinding or farming or doing whatever you want to do on that new character with all these different items. It's a neat little system to give you more variety in your playstyle. It does cost you certain amounts of silver, as you can see right here, which is translated into this unit, Marnie's Unstable Fuel. But before you can use this item copy ability, you're going to need to complete a questline from the Black Spirit. So if you press the comma key on the keyboard, bring up your little Black Spirit boy, and navigate to the Quest tab here. Under the Suggested tab, you are going to see Marnie's Suspicious Device, A Splendid Deal. So accept that quest. It's going to take you to the location of Aboon here in Black Desert. So if you've never been to Aboon in Black Desert, the location is right here below Altanova, but it's also just going to place a waypoint on your map as soon as you accept the quest. Basically, play through this quest line until you've completed it. And this is the solution to the puzzle right here. So if you want to go ahead and snip this or zoom in on your screen to see it, I cannot zoom this in anymore because, you know, I'm bad at video editing. But basically, to get rid of the little borders, this is the completion path right here. You need to click the auto arrange button in the top left corner and relocate the items in this exact order that you see right here. And then just click the little plus button to complete that portion of the quest. The answer to the riddle was Splashing Point. And arriving at the NPC Old Moon Manager Jack in Altanova is going to complete this quest line. So now to show you how the system works, we're going to jump on over to Hadel, while I frantically read how to make the system work to make a video about it. Alright, so before you complain about the system, remember that I didn't make it and the devs did. So yeah, keep that in mind. Anyway, in order to do this item transfer system, you need to have first tagged your characters. In order to tag a character, if you refuse to watch my video on how to tag characters and everything you can do with them, click the little tag icon in the top left corner of your screen, click on the character you want to tag. You have to be in the same city, village, or major area anyway, and then click the tag button. This will now make it so that you can swap between these two characters whenever you want, and they'll transfer in their same location. In order to transfer the items over from one character to the next, you need to click the item copy button. Pretty straightforward. Now you're going to notice a lot of stuff is probably going to be red if you're poor like me. And that's because there are a ton of exceptions to gear that you can use in this system. So any gear that you got for free for playing through the game, so any event gear, any Naru gear, any Tuvala gear, any seasonal gear, any contribution point rented gear, anything that you didn't like actually fail stack craft yourself or buy off of the central market, you can't do this system with. So yeah, I can't really do anything with this. Anyway, the next thing you're going to need if you wanted to go ahead and do this item copy system is Marnie's Unstable Fuel. So Marnie's Unstable Fuel is available from the Old Moon managers located throughout the world of Black Desert. In order to find them, you can open up the search NPC in the top right corner and type in Old Moon into the little search bar, and you will see all the different Old Moon vendors that you can go ahead and buy stuff from. So if we go ahead and look at Stee over here, click on the shop, you need Marnie's Unstable Fuel. They cost 10 million a pop, and the minimum amount you need are 20 of these. So in order to do the gear item copy system, you need to spend 200 million silver minimum. Now, the equation we pointed to earlier that shows the total cost right here is more so geared towards people that have billions and billions and billions and billions of silver worth of items. So the minimum is 200 million, but it can scale up pretty darn heavily. And that's pretty much it. You go ahead and hit the item transfer button. The items go over to your other character. You can swap to the tagged character and then play as the tagged character with your new gear set equipped and ready to go. So yeah, it's really catered towards people that are super endgame and want to reroll their characters a little bit, mess around with some other characters or whatever and what have you. So if you're in that case, congratulations, but like 97% of my viewers aren't, so have fun looking at what you won't touch. Alright, now let's talk about all the graduation stuff that's going on with your season characters. So if you did not already graduate your season character and you want to graduate your season character, make your way over to your friendly neighborhood local Fugar. From here, if you hit the chat option, you will see the option that you can convert your season character to a normal character. I have no interest in doing this yet because I still haven't finished upgrading everything on my season character, but if you wanted to graduate early before December 2nd, you can do it now. All the time I get asked in the comment section, what happens after December 2nd? Does my character get deleted? No, you just automatically enroll in the regular servers after December 2nd. So you don't have to do anything if you don't want to. This is just for people that want to get off it like 2 weeks early. If you go ahead and decide to graduate early, you will have another series of quests that you can complete from Fugar. And there are 44 of them, I think, 43 plus a final chapter reaching minimum stats. For completing all of these, there's a ton of different bonus rewards that you can pick up. They're pretty simple quests for the most part. So after you go ahead and graduate, make sure to play through this quest line as well. It is also obtained from Fugar. It can only be completed on an autumn season character, only started on an autumn season character after graduating. So you can't take your summer character from last season and pick up with this quest line. You have to do it on an autumn character following graduation. But yeah, a ton of rewards. I'm not going to read through them all. Just note that there's a lot of stuff. And finally, I think I've saved the best event for last here. As many of you know, I'm a PvE player, love doing co-op stuff, and there's not a lot of that available to you in Black Desert. Until now, we now have like a co-op defense kill sort of mission going on from November 18th through December 1st. So this questline involves killing a bunch of basilisks located near the Rock Post and Basilisk's Den. And it looks like it's definitely going to be a lot of fun while being challenging. It's got some pretty steep gear requirements. It's based for 2 people, but I'm sure if you bring more people along, you can get it done a little bit easier. Anyway, to start off with this questline, you're going to need to navigate to the Rock Post. If you've never been to the Rock Post before, it is to the right of Valencia. Altanova, I'm sorry. So Altanova location, up and to the right, you'll see the Rock Post. Here, you need to talk to the NPC Tariq Yanzi, and Tariq Yanzi has the exchange option here for a Gargo's Nightmare Summon Scroll. So for 10 gold, that is 1 million silver, you can buy the scroll. You do need the actual gold bars. You can get the gold bars at any currency exchange and any bank keeper, so the storage keeper in Altanova can do it for you. Now, if you've picked up that item at the Rock Post, you're going to need to head over to the Basilisk's Den node manager Rahim, who's located right here on the map. So he's not actually at the Basilisk's Den node. He is way over here. He's just off the road from the Rock Post, so right here. When you talk to him, he's got 2 quests. You can do one or the other there, the event quest right here. So the weekly Gorgo's Nightmare is the harder variety. The Gorgo's Despair is the slightly easier version of it. They both have the exact same rewards. Make sure to accept one of these before you use the little summoning scroll that you picked up from Tariq up in the Rock Post. Now after you have all that set, you can go ahead and do the thing. So in order to summon it, you only need 1 scroll or 1 item. So everyone in your party can benefit from the one that is purchased. So if you got 5 of your friends going to do this, then you only need 1 for all 5 of you, which is actually really convenient. That way you don't need to all waste your money on purchasing that item for the 1 million silver. Now this is a boss fight that sort of actually has mechanics, which I haven't done since Blade and Soul in like a year, and I'm definitely going to be rusty, but I cannot wait to do this on my live stream this weekend. It's going to be a lot of fun. At any rate, there's going to be sort of 2 different types of bosses that spawn. You have the main statue, as well as statues that spawn up around the hill area. You'll need to split up your team in order to target both of these different items. The main statue has a higher AP requirement, so you might need more people to work on bringing that thing down. And then you can send other people up to the hill to work on fighting down the statues. The main statue gains power from the statues on the hill, so you need to drop those, kill them off, such that they don't get any stronger. Each of the different statues has different mechanics and recommended ways to fight it, and I'd recommend giving this a read-through before you go to do it. I would show you how to do it in this video, but I have no friends because my guild has like nobody online inside of it. But we will be running this weekend on the live stream, so if you want to check out how to run it, you can watch me over on Twitch at twitch.tv/evilduosarm. And this is also an excellent segue into the end of the video. So anyway, guys, we went ahead and looked at all the different events, all the different major changes to the game. There's a ton of them, a lot of stuff to wrap your head around. As always, the full patch notes are in the link in the description below, so you can read through them if you're on your mobile device or something like that and don't want to listen to me talk. Also, once again, if you haven't subscribed yet, please consider it. Helps to grow my channel, and you'll stay up to date when new content like this does come out. Anyway, guys, I will see you at the next live stream over on Twitch, hopefully this weekend, so we can see how many times I die to this. The next YouTube video, or wherever I happen to see it, Discord, the YouTube comment section, whatever. Anyway, guys, thank you all so much for watching. Peace.